So Eid was last week, yeah guys. So Eid Mubarak in arrears to my Muslim faithfuls. Now for this week guys, we're going to be talking about something I've been trying to put away, but just it's like as from now on, please refer to me as Your Excellency because just kidding. You can call me anything you want. Welcome guys to another episode of Surrounding with Haneefah, and if you're just joining us, of course, welcome to you. Yes, before we get into today's topic proper, if you think I am throwing shade at you and it hits you, my dear, maybe you should go and look at yourself because I'm just trying to discuss and share some ideas. I've realized in recent times that so many things have been going on as trends in our society that I just feel it could make sense. Could hard like when you say 1 plus 1 is 2, this one is like 1 plus 1 is like 12 because why do we have to do these certain things even when we know in our brain of brain, we know that it does not make sense. Today in particular, I'll be talking about things that people read as love nowadays, things that people accept as love. And take it from me guys, I'm probably the best out there, okay? One of the best in giving relationship advice is there because coaches don't play. So on today's topic, we're going to try to talk about love and those notions of love I believe are very wrong. This particular guy asked me, what is love to you? I would say love is weakness. Yes, in a good way. Weakness in the sense that someone else has the power to affect your mood. You are willing to do anything, almost anything. I mean, some love is so crazy that you'd be willing to die. It's not, I did not say me.
I love you!
But it does get to that. So weakness, amongst many other beautiful things, sure. But weakness basically. That is my definition. You don't have to agree with it, I'm just saying. Is this what we are really calling love nowadays? There's a quick slide by an American, Chinese, Canadian TV anchor and content creator Raquel Olsen. Some of this rubbish we are doing nowadays and calling it love actually have names. So we are going to go through some of these definitions to be able to tackle this issue because this matter no gets in at all. But we'll try. Bird boxing. Now, I think this was gotten from that horror movie. Is it horror? That movie, Bird Box, you know, where everybody had to blindfold their eyes because there was one kind, something in the air. If you haven't seen that movie and if you love horror movie and suspense, I definitely recommend it. Here is the movie review we've not done since episode 1. Don't stress me. Wow. Bird boxing is when a person is blind to how awful their partner is. I mean, I've been seeing this thing. If you're with somebody that is rude to you, somebody that just drains life out of you, there really is no need for you to stay with that person irrespective of what they've done. Yes, they are going through certain changes and phases, but ask yourself, do you deserve to be treated like trash? Man, in your answer, you find out if you are walking away or you are staying. The second one, many people on that table, but you will deny. Orbiting. This is when your partner ghosts you but still views your status and likes your posts. What is that? How?
Is it crack?
Why? Is Is it the status that is building the relationship? This is why some couples will now take to their statuses to be passing messages sometimes. Like, I'm be passing messages and all these hate quotes, and you just wish somebody came in and treated them well for once so that we can all rest. Kitten fishing. This is when somebody keeps you in the dark. They pretend to be another person online and they're a totally different person in person. It's like, I don't know if you get. Do you get? Are you following? Have you come across that kind of person? I mean, some people would, buy their way out of it with this excuse of it can be either ways really. They could be better in person, they could be better online, like things like, nah, I'm not a good texter, or Benny. If they love you, the vibe will be the same on phone or without phone. How did our parents do it? They did not need phone. I mean, so what are you saying? Now this one is just somehow. Many people are still on that table. Fleabagging. Now this is where you consistently date the wrong person for you. Have you not identified your spec by now? Are you not your spec's spec? Where are you going to find these people from? Do you not realize the damage you are doing to yourself? All I can say is, if this is you, sis bro, sis bro, you can do better. I mean, you can't, like, there is something called once bitten, twice shy. You're always bitten, never shy. Aren't you tired? So also has people on that table, many people. White clawing. This is when you date somebody boring simply because they are hot. I mean, people will still choose a good body over brain as a partner. I am not questioning your choice. I'm just saying. Why would you choose boobs over brain? Think of your kids. Somebody that can't even make like complete sentences and everything is just like boring, it's just there. But when you guys are out, you'll be giving us couple goals with fine pictures. Now the last on my list today, breadcrumbing. Now this involves sending some random, not my own so random anyways, sending random sporadic flaky messages just to keep them around. Like, bro, sis, you don't want them anymore, let them go. Which one is I miss you? You'll not be doing roaster every 2 weeks. I miss you, I want you back in my life. Really, let them move on now. It's not fair. You're just a demon if you do that. Now, as I've said earlier, I wasn't trying to throw shades, but if it caught you, go and check on yourself. Don't look for me and start arguing with me, because I will not answer you. Also, please note that I wasn't trying to teach, but if you learned something, then I'm glad. I guess what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is, there's so many things we have decided to accept as normal, which shouldn't be. I could stay here and start being that motivational speaker saying you deserve all the love. If you're going to walk out of my life, don't come back. Blah, 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 blah. Put yourself first. Ask, would you do this to another person? Do you deserve the way you're being treated? It's not like those days that Simbi will stay in the tree, you should be plucking mango. Ali is waiting in the corner to escort her home. Mado, I be rapper. Nowadays it's just, people just find a feeling, any feeling, and then they just suddenly give it this title of love, like bam. It is not love. It's okay to have other feelings, I guess. Just don't call it love, okay? Because that word love has lost its actual value. We can't finish the matter today. We can't finish. And I just feel like before I finish season 1 for So Random, this is something I just had to say because it really bothers me, Until next week, we will be having our last episode for season 1. I remain your girl.